Good morning. I'm Xavier Guardado, and we are live at Patterson High School today. We have Courtney, Kiana, and Dylan down at the Best Friends Pet Resort interviewing Augusta Farley.
Good morning. We're here with Augusta Farley, and we're here to talk about animal cruelty, and we are Miss Schmitting students.
How long have you been open here as the rescue the animal shelter?
Okay, the rescue has been part of my Best Friends Pet Resort commercial boarding facility since about 2008. Prior to that, we did rescue occasionally dogs, but in 2008, we have started a volunteer program and really began to grow.
On an average, how many animals do you rescue per month?
We have about 10 on average come in. Some months are less than that, and some months are more.
What is the most neglected animal that has came in that you had helped?
Probably one of our recent pit bulls has a skin condition that has gone on. Probably it's going to be for the rest of her life, and she barely has any hair, and she's got massive inflammation in her feet and infected ears.
How many animals get adopted from your animal shelter each month?
We average maybe 7, 8, sometimes 9 a month.
Why did you choose to open an animal shelter?
It happened. We had people leaving their dogs with us. We had people bringing in dogs. We saw dogs that were abandoned on the streets, and you make the decision not to leave them there. And then you make the decision to try to help them find their owners or new homes. So it evolved.
Where did these animals normally come from?
They'll come from the street. This animal today was dumped at the bottom of our driveway in a field. So, and somebody had just called and said they found her, and I think they left her here rather than taking her to the shelter or to a vet to see if she had a microchip. We also get them from shelters, and we have owners that can't keep their dogs, and so that we pick up. We say that we will take their dogs if we can adopt them.
Does the shelter get donations, or is everything out of pocket?
The shelter gets donations from the community. We are supported very well by the community. We also have a campaign fund at the end of the year, and they support us with money. We also have adoption fees and relinquish fees and microchipping fees, so we get partially income from those two avenues, and also the Best Friends Pet Resort supports the feeding and the care to our staff and our costs.
What do you guys do for the animals, such as the like you mentioned before, how it's so all of its injuries? Do you guys personally take care of them, or do you guys take them to vets to be taken care of?
It's a good question. We do both. We'll vaccinate our rescue dogs, like this dog will vaccinate on intake.
Mm-hmm.
I also noticed she's got an ear infection. We probably won't wait the 2 weeks that we have to wait before she's legally ours. We'll take her to the vet to have that looked at, just in case it's serious. We will use some of our medicine to treat dogs, but we do it under the care and the direction of a veterinarian. The local veterinarians are really supportive of what we do.
So some of the things at your shelter, what else do you guys do for the dog besides, bathe them and take care of them and provide them food and water? What else do you guys have here at the shelter for them?
Besides the medical care?
Yes.
The volunteers will come and they'll take them for walks. So the staff takes care of them, and then the volunteers take care of them. Then we photograph them and put their bios and their pictures on the internet. We talk to potential adopters to see if we can find the right home for them. Some dogs, within a week, they're out and gone into their new home. Some dogs have been here for a year. We have a dog here for a year because he has an injury, and we've been trying to get better.
So with the animals that you do have that don't get adopted, do you guys keep them, or do you guys send them somewhere else?
So far, as long as they're feeling good enough, we will keep them until they get adopted. Sometimes it's a behavior problem, sometimes it's a health problem.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have a pit bull here, which is called Sunday. She has a disease called manges, where her fur doesn't grow back. It isn't curable, but it is treatable, and we're gonna get into her paws right now. So right here, as you can see, her paws, they bleed constantly because of her manges. So because her fur doesn't grow back, I guess it's constantly bleeding because of her mange. So here we have a husky who was dropped off at their facility, and we're gonna get into the vaccination part of the husky. And right now she's just sniffing her surroundings and getting used to the facility. So here they're checking for a chip to see, if she has it or not, and if she does, they can locate who the owner is and who dropped it off and whatnot. They're still scanning for it, and then now they're gonna start vaccinating her, and I believe they're gonna give it to her orally. Right here, they're still continuing to vaccinate her. They're trying to give it to her in her mouth, but she's struggling and she doesn't want to take her vaccination. Here we have some small dogs that are full of energy, who are happy and excited and just want, to go to a good home. They look like Chihuahuas, but they're not, They're very small. They're fluffy, they're energetic, and you should go adopt one. You're here with Xavier Gordalo. These animals have had a rough day, but get down and adopt one now at Best Friends Pet Resort. Thank you for tuning in.